right, shalom, shalom. First and foremost, I want to give all honor, glory, and praises due to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashem, Rakakwadash. I also want to give double honors to the elders and apostles at Great Millstone who's teaching this truth and sincerity, and also who rule well. Peace and salutations to the hopeful elect that scatter four corners of the earth, which you so-called Negroes, Latino Hispanics, and Native American Indians. You know, the true Israelites that the Lord is dealing with coming out, the elect nation, which is Israel. All right, it's Brother Yawanathan here to do another lesson, and this one is on the false prophet. You know, Philip Anthony Mitchell. You know, Philip Mitchell, I would say. You know, I was just watching. You know, Elder Manatazak by Elder Manatazak by brother. You know, the Bible defenders going on in this guy, and I was just here's another. This is a Nate 2.0. You know, first off, you discrediting the ethnicity of the Heavenly Father that's a part of you. All right, but that's another lesson for another day. But then just watching and listening, again, he was like a Nate 2.0. It was just, it's money, 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 prosperity, prosperity. Okay. This is Matthew 24 and verse 11, and it says, "And many false prophets shall rise and shall deceive many." All right, and we are seeing the rise of these prophets, man. We already got IUIC, Sakari, so on and so forth, these household names, but now we have even newer people that weren't on the scene for, you know, not that long, making a name for themselves, you know. And now when you look at these prophets, you know, they know they're doing it for filthy lucre, they're doing it for money. So let me grab those scriptures real quick. I'm gonna make this really simple to the point. So let's go to Matthew, the 6th chapter. There's gonna be a lot of Matthew in here. And 24. That page got ripped, I believe. Basically, you know, roughly paraphrasing, is letting you know you can't serve the Lord and mammon, you know, basically money, because you're going to hate one and love the other. You know, really, these prophets that's coming up, they hate Yahweh Hashem Yahweh Shai. Like, the man was just discrediting, you know, that he was an ethnic Jew. No, he's a so-called Negro from the line of Judah. Okay? He was saying other things. They don't read. Whatever. Okay, Jake really doesn't read. Because in the Christian church, Jake loves things that is fed to him. And that's why you can't have a gullible spirit. But on the other hand, he might read, but does he understand? All right, does he understand these breakdowns, the true meaning of these scriptures? This man doesn't. He's a sottish prophet. He's stupid, man. Why would you just credit something that you could be a part of? That's like saying, oh, if your last name is Smith, you can inherit such and such. Nah, my name is Smith, but I don't want that, man. No, that's wrong. No. And there's a royalty and honor to have in that sense, but regardless. And just me meditating more and more, I'm like, this man is, let me grab another scripture before I get to my point. This is Titus. This one, I can really get to the point here. because this is, like I said, stated earlier, this is just another Nate 2.0. So Titus 1 and 10, and it says, let me see, hold on one second, we can start from 9. Let me start at 10. And it reads Titus 1 and 10. And it reads, for there are many unruly and vain talkers and deceivers, especially they of the circumcision. So this dude was unruly. First off, just talking about the identity of Yahushua. There's other scriptures that talk about the identity. You can get into Psalms, you know, Revelation, so on and so forth. The first chapter, you know, and it says day of the circumcision. He knows that he's an Israelite, right? And it says, whose mouths must be stopped, who subvert whole houses, teaching things which they ought not. And when you look at him, this dude was going completely off from the identity of Yahweh Hashem Yahushai. Then it was talking about donating, making money, building up the community. Listen, the Lord isn't here for the community. The Lord isn't here for all people. The Lord is here for his elect. He's for the nation of Israel, but he's here for the elect on this side. And the 2/3 will come back through the loins of the elect in the kingdom. But right now, the curses are still in play. Okay? Do things for the community, but yeah, we still got Jake fighting for corners and streets. All right? And it says, for filthy lucre's sake. Lord didn't say make no donations. You know, we can tithe. You know, the first fruits belong to the Lord. But, you know, people are doing it for gang's sake, to look good, to get that bag. Another example, I remember when Texas had that flood, and the preacher, what's his name, Joel Osteen. You know, he needed people to you know, see where they could stay. And they was like, this is a big place. Can we have people stay here? And you can see the kindness on his face. He wasn't with it, you know. And he doesn't even preach. Everything that he talks about is just prosperity. But the Christian church, these churches, these false prophets, everything is a prosperity doctrine. Okay? So I'm going to grab this one. This actually brings me back. Me and the brother Malak, you know, another brother from GMS Detroit. We were talking about how these so-called Christians, these pastors, they ain't doing with the Lord. Are you waking up your people? Are you waking your people up to the destruction to come? No. Yep, this is Amos 8 and 11. And it says, behold, the days come, saith the Lord Yahweh, that I will not send a famine in the land, not a famine of bread, nor a thirst for water, but of hearing the words of the Lord. All right, because it's going to be a time, you know, where we're not going to be out here anymore. And, you know, like I said, are you warning the congregation of their sins? You know, are you warning them of the destruction that's coming nigh? No. And then, you know, he was just like, no, all they're trying to do is just fuck your wife and take your money. You know, because you got and I'm just being silly, you got the Deacon Dicker Downs, and you have the Reverend Revenues, and this is another Reverend Revenue guy. And, you know, and he probably is a triple D, because, you know, I saw a woman talking and uplifting him, because the doctrine that he was giving out and pushing out, it was good to them. You know, preach the smooth things when you get to Isaiah the 30th chapter, I believe. Let me just Make sure, because sometimes I'll say things and not check myself. Yep, 30 and 10. You know, smooth things. But regardless, me just listening to this guy and these false prophets when it comes to money, it's more like it's like you guys are portraying you. You know, at first they betray how shy, and now you betraying your people, and amongst the people is the elect. But regardless, the elect is not going to be. You can't pluck the elect out the hands of the Lord. Okay, but let's get into some of these scriptures about the betrayal. This is Matthew 26, and it started at 14. And it reads, because amongst the congregation, he had a traitor amongst the congregation. You know the story of Judas Iscariot. And it says, and then one of the 12 called Judas Iscariot went unto the chief priests. And he said unto them, what will ye give me? All right. And I will deliver him unto you. And they covenanted with him 44. I'm sorry, let me read that again. And said unto them, what will ye give me? And I will deliver him unto you. And they covenanted with him for 30 pieces of silver. All right. And the point, it says, and from the time he sought opportunity to betray him. All right. So amongst it was Judas Iscariot amongst, the 12. And, he was like, yo, it was for that money. He was like, yo, you give me some money, I'll show you the man that you looking for. All right. And it was all for money. Like when you get into Zechariah, the 11th chapter, let me get that real quick. I think the point was, let's see. Let me see. I didn't have it queued up. I just wanted to grab it. Shepherds, pity them not. Yep. Let me grab that. This is Zechariah 11 and 5. And it says, whose possessors slay them and hold themselves not guilty, and they that sell them say, blessed be the Lord, for I am rich, and their own shepherds pity them not. All right. And it says, for I will no more pity the inhabitants of the land, saith the Lord, but lo, I will deliver the men, every one into his neighbor's hand, and into the hand of his king, and they shall smite the land, and out of their hands I will deliver them. Okay. Now let me get to the point. Well, the point, let me go to the 11. 11. And it says, and I will broken in their day. And so the poor of the flock that waiteth upon me knew that it was the word of the Lord. And I said unto them, if you think good give me my price, and if not, forbear. So they weighed for my price 30 pieces of silver. Okay. And the point basically when I got this is because you see certain prophets, the shepherd, they really didn't give a care for the flock. They were just doing it for the money. All right, it was just a money thing. All right, that we trade, and that just looks like when I look at him, it, you preaching to us, everybody's cleaving onto it, liking it, but you're leaving us to damnation, man. We don't really right now don't have you know Edom armies trying to kill us for preaching, but not having the true wisdom, knowledge, and understanding, and the correct doctrine, and the correct way to conduct yourself, that can still lead us to destruction. All right, but nevertheless, this just lets you know that prophecy, this confirmation that you see that prophecy is speaking. All right, but Lord willing, I hope this video was edifying. And again, I want to give all honor, glory, and praise to due to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashem, Rakak Again, double honors to the elders and apostles at great millstones, teaching this truth and sincerity, and also who will. I'm going to close out, say shalom, and on to the next lesson.